and welcome to Leanne's Weekly Weigh-In. I am Leanne, and this week it's a Friday, and yes, I was supposed to be here last night. However, in the middle of the video I got struck down with what we now know to be food poisoning, and I was delirious. I wasn't thinking straight, and I was in the middle of doing a section that you're going to see later on because I'm going to recreate it this afternoon for you. But yeah, I had to stop the video. I went into spasm, and it wasn't very nice at all. And in fact, it got so bad that Paul was going to call an ambulance and I was going to go to A&E. It didn't happen though. We managed to get me a little bit better and calm down, and the spasming stopped. But it could have been a whole multitude of things that I ate yesterday. I know what I ate because I tracked it, and I had sushi, I'd had some prawns, I'd had tuna, I'd also had, what else did I have? Tofu as well yesterday. All of those are contributing factors if they are not prepared right, or if there's bacteria on them, or if they've been left out. All of those things can be an attributing factor to food poisoning, of which I experienced to a very strong degree last night. And I have to say, suffered a bit this morning for it too, because obviously I was a bit dehydrated and I've had a headache. I've not felt too good today either. I have worked from home, but I'm taking half an hour out. I've been working up until it's 2:30 now, so I've been working up until then. I'm going to just take half an hour to sit down with you guys and update you on everything. So we're going to start again. Hello, and welcome to Leanne's Weekly Weigh-In. I am Leanne, and this week at the Weight Watchers scale, there was quite a bit of controversy around how much I actually lost. If you remember last week, I'd lost ½ pound, and I told you that I'd lost ½ pound, but according to the Weight Watchers iPad, I'd actually lost a pound. I don't know whether it was put in wrong or whether it was me that put my one in wrong. I've got no idea. But all I know is that this week, I think I lost 1.5 pounds. But the Weight Watchers coach, Alan, said, no, you've lost a pound. But regardless of that, it was the fact I was dead on 12 stone, which is so exciting. It means that I finally get to wear my Princess Points crown. Yay! Look, and I can do my victory dance. So I have now officially lost 2 stone, 28 pounds, and I am so excited. I am so excited. And also I met my goal as well. If you think January goal was 7 pounds to lose, February goal was 7 pounds to lose, I've done that. So speaking of goals, let's look at our mini goals for the month of March. Now, if you want to do this too, you can see my goals there, my mini goals. I've now decided to do them on the 3 modules that we have on Weight Watchers. So one on weight, so one on eat, one on move, so exercise, and the last one on smile. So this is the ones for this month. So again, the same as last month. Realistically for me, now remember your mini goals need to be realistic for you. So I think for me, I like to push myself a little bit. I think 7 pounds is achievable for me if I can do it. It helps me to keep on track. It may start slowing down as I'm getting towards my goal, but I'm still going to try for that 7 pounds. And if not, I can adjust it next month on next month's goals. So yeah, I want you guys to do this. We're going to do the hashtag March goals. Do that on Instagram. Do it also on Connect so I can see what you guys are doing. My second one for the move is to start walking a bit more. Now I want to start walking a bit more because in April we have the London Marathon. It starts at the top of our road, so it's a really great motivational tool, and Paul and I always start preparing running again from April right the way through till when it starts getting dark in the evenings when the clocks go back in October. So we have that really long period of time to go from couch to 5k. We start doing that again, possibly doing up to 10k. We might even this year do something for charity. We did a couple of years back and enjoyed that. We did the Santa Run one year, which was really quite good in Greenwich Park. So maybe we will do that again this year. So yes, so getting on to moving and walking and doing about half an hour to an hour a day, so that by the time I get to April, I'm ready to start on my Couch to 5k program. And if you guys want to follow me along too, you can do that. We can track our walking with our Fitbits, and we can also do the weekly shuffle, the weekly week shuffle thing on Fitbit. So if anyone's on there, I'll link you down below. I'll try and find my Fitbit handle, and you can add me, and perhaps we could do the work week hustle. That's it, the work week hustle, and try and get our steps in, to get our 10,000 steps, and see actually who's going to do the most in a week. Now, the last one, which is actually had a bit of giggling, I know, from the Connectagons, and I actually think it's quite fun too. I want to give up moaning. Did I say moaning? No, what have I said there? I have said complaining, actually, not moaning. But I like a moan. We all like a moan, but I'm fed up with moaning. I want March to be happy. I'm going to say no to complaining. And I nearly did the other day. I nearly did complain, and I chose not to, because I made the conscious decision to make it one of my goals for March not to complain. Anyway, they are my goals. They are out there in the ether, on the socials, for you to have a look at. Do it yourself, the way I do mine, and I find it a little bit difficult to do it on Instagram. I don't know why Instagram don't do that really cool thing where you can write things on it. Perhaps they do. I'm not very good with these new gadgets. I'm not too sure. I thought you could do it a long time ago when Instagram was like the Polaroid camera. Do you remember when it was the Polaroid camera icon? But I don't think you can do it anymore. But I do mine on Connect. Then I save it onto Facebook. Then I copy it from Facebook over. So that's how I end up with it and do it for the Instagrams. However, I'm sure there is some bright spark out there who knows far more about the Instagram than I do. And perhaps you can teach me. Do a video. Have a go. It'd be really cool to see that. Anyway, I'm going to put my goals away. And I'm just going to do, before we go shopping, we're going to do some news. We're going to do some hot topics. It's just like the Wendy Williams show, isn't it? I am so Wendy Williams. I'm so not actually, but I'm going to have my cup of tea. So that's nice there, with a Mickey Mouse mug and lippy on the top of it there. I don't know. Anyway, the hot topic is, we have to talk about this because there was a lot of buzz going on here in the UK to do with slimming clubs. Not us, not Weight Watchers. It was actually to do with the dark side. It was to do with Slimming World, and it was also to do with those Porky Lights. So let's talk about it. Let's go through Sausagegate and Porkgate, and let's have a look, shall we? I have done my research. I did some research, and I've got some stuff here on my screen, and I can see the Porky Whites. They're called Porky Whites, but they're the light version, so they're called Porky Lights. Now, I've heard of these. Many people have talked about them. My mum talks about them, and they are the Holy Grail sausage of the Slimmers World Club, but it fell into disrepute with the proprietors as well, which is this lovely family-run business in Surrey, because Slimming World did their own investigation on the sausages, and what they found out was they were not 0.5 sins, they were actually 4.5 sins, which meant that they had to come off of the healthy eating range of the Slimmers World Club. Now, that's fine. That is fine, because do you know what? This is the reason why I'm a Weight Watchers girl, because there are no limits to what you can eat. If I wanted a Porky Lighter or a Porky Blighter or whatever they're called, I would have it. I would point it. I would get my phone out. I would go on my app and I would go do, and I would scan it, and I would make sure that it was within my allocation for my budget for food for that day. And it'd be fine. Now, we know, and you know, and I know that I made the mistake a couple of weeks ago with the hex sausages. The pork ones were a lot higher than the chicken ones, and I had no idea. I didn't have my app with me. I shamelessly thought it would be the same thing. It wasn't. It was 2 sausages with 9 points, and if you have the 2 hex sausages for the chicken ones, they're only 1 point. But I had the pork ones because I wasn't going to waste the food, and I pointed it within my allocated range. And that's what we have to do, girls. It's diet maths, isn't it? I tell you that every week. I say, come on, everyone, it's diet maths. It's working out what works for you. But don't deny yourself if you want a pork sausage. Wouldn't choose to have them. I choose to have the M&S ones, which the pork ones, they are 2 points per sausage, but I wouldn't even go for those. I mean, I know I bought them last week and I'm going to use them because I wanted to share them with you guys, but I would definitely continue with my Hex. I love my Hex Italiana sausages. They are lovely. They taste like Cumberland sausage, and the dogs like them too. Buster and Poppy go so ecstatic when they see the sausages cooking in the pan, and they get all excited, and Poppy sings, and it gets crazy with a sausage here. Anyway, enough of Sausage Gate. I just wanted to clear that one up with you. And now we are going to go, before we're going to go shopping, we are going to talk about today's topic. Today's topic is shopping, and it's going back to basics. So before we go on to that topic, we will go shopping, and I will show you what's in my bag this week. You can tell I've not been well, can't you? I'm a little bit crazy. Right, so this is the Marks & Spencer bag. However, the Marks & Spencer bag is not full up with Marks & Spencer stuff this week. We're coming towards the end of the month for me. I get paid on the 10th, which means that not like everyone else gets paid the end of the month. We get paid in the middle of the month, which is great, but it still means that in the middle of the month I have to just budget on my own personal spending. And I did go shopping, but I decided to go into other shops this week that I wouldn't normally go into, just to see how cheaper it was and what they had, what different products, because I like to share something different with you guys. Plus as well, let's face it, not everybody's going to want to have M&S meals every day. I know that I like to. If I could afford it every single day, I would, but even I can't afford it every day. So it's good to mix it up. So I've gone along to, where did I go? I went to Iceland, I went to Tesco, I also walked around the local markets as well to see what we had. So I'm going to just quickly talk about Iceland. I was really impressed. Let me say, I was so impressed with Iceland. I've only ever been in there a couple of times, but I'd spent about an hour in there. It's just mooching around, just looking around. And I mean, you can order what you like in there, and if you spend over £20, they'll deliver it free, which is really good. I also got some shopping powder in there. I got 90 wash shopping powder, which is with the brand that we actually use. I think it was £10. It was such good value. I bought 2. I bought one for me, I bought one for Mum, and the guy delivered it, so I didn't have to traipse it up the stairs either, which was amazing, because obviously we live at the top of the hill. It's a nightmare carrying everything, but they brought all my food in for me last Friday, and it was just absolutely brilliant. So the things I liked in there, yes, they have the Slimming World range, but they also have the Weight Watchers range, which I didn't realise they had in there, but they had the Heinz Weight Watchers range, and they had all of the food in there. I didn't really take much of it because obviously I do like the M&S meals, and I prefer to have fresh if possible, but I did take a fish pie because I quite like the fish pie, so I got the fish pie. That's in the freezer. I also noticed they had a huge vegetarian section. They also had the frozen food, the frozen vegetables and fruits, which I love as well. I'm a really big advocate for frozen fruit and veg because just the two of us, it's really great to have it in the freezer. You can pick it up and use it whenever you want. I love the frozen spinach. I love frozen berries. I think they go really well in your overnight oats. And I use them a lot. So I had a look in the frozen vegetarian section for Paul really, and they had loads of bits. They had all the Linda McCartney range, which I hadn't seen before. They had a pie in there. They had everything, and it was all really reasonable. I don't think anything was over £2. I was really impressed. And they also did the Quorn frozen chicken pieces, and they did the Quorn frozen mince, which I do use and I do get from Sainsbury's, but it was cheaper and there was more of it. So definitely going to go back to Iceland again. So the other thing in Iceland, because they had a couple of other bits, they also had I'll show you because I was really excited, and I bet it's right at the bottom of the bag. And here it is. Here we are. Right, this is brand new. I've not seen this. This is a Warburton's. This is Warburton's, and it's 4 smart points, and it's called a Warburton's Toast Pocket. They're 4 smart points. They come in brown and they come in white spread. And they look like a thin, but they're actually a pocket, and they're stuck almost like a pita bread, but you can actually open them. You see, look. Hello, hello. Don't play with your food, Leanne. I'll get told off by Mum. Look, so you can fill them up and you can put these little babies into the toaster and you can make a toasted sandwich. So you don't need those little toasting bags. These are £1. There was how many? 4 in there for £1. I really like them. I mixed it up with a bit of cheese. I put my protein cheese again, managed to get it just under 0 points, so still 4. Stuck some Marmite in there. Or stick some onion in. I did stick some onion in there actually. I had a cheese and onion one. Came out delicious. Actually toasts really, it melts all the cheese really hot in the middle. Doesn't burn it too much on the outside either. So it really cooks. I think these are a little bit of ingenious. Genius. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. The other thing that I did the other day, I had one of these. I had it with banana and Marmite. I know. But I really liked it. I like the sweet, I like the salt taste, and I had a banana and Marmite toasty, and it was, again, 4 points because it was just the toasty thing that you have to do. Now, I know that the thins are 3 points, but for an extra point, you know what? It was like one of the toasties that your mum made when you were a kid. Really liked that, and I'm going to get some more of those because I really like those. So, where else have I been? I went to Tesco, but before I went to Tesco, let me show you this. This was what Paul got. Paul got this. It's upside down. There we go. He went, oh, I had this amazing food. He said, I got it. He said, and it was brilliant. He said, and I think it was healthy. And I want you to share it with all your Weight Watchers girls. And I want you to share it with the skinnies. That's what he said. His words, not mine, so I'm sharing it. It's called Kirsty's, and they say health food is our way of life. Now, he told me that he got this in Sainsbury's. It was the Spanish chicken with brown basmati rice. Now, he got this, I think got this on Monday, because I was at a funeral on Monday, so I was out all day. And he got this for himself. He said, it is, Leanne, it was diet food, and it was gorgeous. He said, it was gorge, is what he actually said. So he said, do hashtag gorge on this. He said, and then point it to work out how much it was. It was 11 points. And I think he said it was about £3, and he got that in Sainsbury's. Not seen this range before. Notice he didn't get me one. But anyway, he had that, and I'm going to go, when I go to Sainsbury's this weekend, I shall look for more of Kirsty's little numbers, because he was a big advocate of those. So, yes, Kirsty's Spanish chicken in brown basmati rice. He said it was lovely. Okay, now this one was the culprit. This was the Tesco's. This is what I got in Tesco's this week. One of the things. I like tofu, as we found out. Is this the culprit though? I don't know. This is the tofu's oriental spice. Now, I ate a little bit of this last night as I was opening it out, and I opened it up and I took one out and then I ate it to see what it was like because I wanted to taste it, because I do like tofu and I know that the whole pack is only 4 points. It's 2 points for half a pack. I like this with some sauce and stir fry, stick some stir fry vegetables in. You know, it's a no-brainer actually. It's a really fast, healthy meal. Is this what caused my food poisoning? I don't know. Paul said, if you go and have a look at that tofu that you ate on last night, which I only had one piece, I had one little square of it, he said, it's all mouldy. Actually, when I went down this morning, it wasn't all mouldy. It's actually spiced tofu. It's supposed to look like that, and it did look like that from when I first bought it. So I don't know, but that was the tofu company. I've never seen this before. I usually use cauldron, and I do like cauldron, but this was, I liked it. I did like the taste of it. It didn't taste odd. It didn't taste off. I ate it probably about half an hour before I started filming last night. So was it the culprit? I don't know. Who knows? But it's 2 points. 2 smart points for that pack. Half that pack. Okay. Also in the lovely Tesco's, these were the last 2 on the shelf. Now, I got these on Sunday. I went round to Mum's and noticed, please notice, viewers, that they have not been opened. They're not been opened yet. So this is the salted caramel. And, oh my goodness, I'm really shocked actually. Mr. Rivetts been amazing. Look, these have not been opened either. And these are the brownie ones. I'm still eating my my lemon ones. I am saving myself on all these. They do really fill you up. Those little squares, they fill you up. They're 4 points, as we know. The Fibre One bars, the 90-calorie Fibre One bars. The brownie, chocolate brownie one. I think Mr. Rivetts going to have these. I don't like chocolate flavoured things, apart from I do like my chocolate tea, but I don't really like things like this. I prefer my chocolate to be chocolate, but Paul will love those. I'm going to die over these. These, I'm hoping, if the lemon drizzle ones are anything to go by, I love salted caramel. I love salted caramel. So I'm really excited about these. I'm hoping that these are going to be really good. So yes, next thing, we have the Weight Watchers new range again. These new, yes, reduced fat ones. They're caramel cake bars. Notice there's a theme of caramel going on here. I hadn't seen these before. These were in your, where did we say where? Tesco. Yeah, we saw these in Tesco. These are 4 smart points each. So the same as the Fibre One bars. Again, be careful, Leanne, with all of these. Let's put them down here. The next one I got was the Crumbly Oat Choc Chip Mini Cookies. 3 points a packet. Now, I like these because I opened them last night actually for the video, so they haven't actually been eaten. If you just watched last night's one before it went horribly wrong, you would have seen I did open these last night. They are 3 points each, and they remind me of those little Mary Lane cookies that we used to have in our packed lunches. Really like those, they're very cute. I'm quite happy to have those for 3 points in the evening. Okay, these are all evening nibbles time. Where else did I get in? Let's have a quick more look at what I got in Tesco's. I got some Snacker Jacks. Snacker Jacks, I haven't seen these in Sainsbury's, but I do like them. These are the sweet chilli. Mum had one as well. They're 3 smart points a pack. So if you're having your lunches, your weekends, your picnics, 3 smart points a pack. We got a multi-pack of the fish and chips, chicken and chips, and the onion ones as well. The onion ones went straight away. Mr. Rivet, he ate them. This is the last remaining pack. Again, these are 4 smart points a pack, but they did take us back down memory lane with those ones. The other things I got in there last night was I got some Serene. Now, do you remember this one? was the very first thing I reviewed on my channel. So I got some more of these for 3 smart points, and they had the banana ones for 3 smart points as well. So I've got some of those. So we've got enough sweets in the house, I'm telling you. Actually, I've been really good. I haven't really been eating any of them. The other thing I got were the mini Baby Bell lights, and they were 1 smart point each. I saw the girls, the skinnies, they had them on Instagram, and I thought, oh yeah, I forgot about mini Baby Bell. I like, do you know, it's what I tell you what I quite like about these and all of these things. This is all what I used to have in my packed lunch when I was at primary school. My mum used to put these in my lunchbox. She used to put the fish and chips in there. Oh my, it's like I'm going backwards. And I tell you, I am going backwards, because last night when we had our Subway, I also got a packet of Skips. I got a multi-pack of Skips, and I was really shocked that these are 2 smart points a pack. I loved it so much, I had 2. Perhaps that's what contributed to my food poisoning. Who knows? Anyway, the last thing I want to share with you, let's have a look at some M&S stuff. So this is what I had yesterday for my lunch. Now, I loved it. Please don't say this was what caused it, because this is the sushi that I had, and this is the new range by Marks and Spencer. They are 5 smart points, but I wanted to share with you the packaging, because the inside packaging is beautiful. Look at that. Can you see that blossom? That's Japanese blossom, is it? I don't know. Beautiful. I love. Look at the artwork on that. I loved that. It's almost like you want to cut it up and make it into a gift card or something. You know, like I don't know, some decoupage or whatever. Do some scrapbooking with it. I just thought that I liked that. I had liked it. Talking about the marketing. Yes, 5 smart points for this, and it is they are, I know I can't pronounce it, nigiri sushi, and it was nice. It was and the great thing about this, let me tell you, Marks and Spencer, you have listened to us. They've put wasabi back in here. So wasabi's in here, ginger is in here as well, and also the soy sauce. And I loved it. And I really hope it wasn't what caused the illness last night. I'm hoping it wasn't, because I really loved that. I don't want to get ill from it again. Do you know what? I don't know. I've got no idea. The other thing I picked up on my travels, it's the last 2 things I'm going to share, is the Balance for You range, the ambient range. Remember, this is the one for the zombie apocalypse. This is the coconut chicken bowl there. That's 10 smart points. Again, it is a full meal in there, but it's 10 because of the coconuts in it. But apparently it's really tasty. Fiona at work had this and she said it was really tasty and I should try it. And staple, good old bolognese pasta bowl. That one is 9 smart points. Again, these are great. Stick them in your handbag. You can have them for lunch, or if you're going to a friend's house and you want to have something that you can control the points of, if they don't mind you eating your own food, they're good, because they are a proper meal, but they're just vacuum packed, and I really like those. So that's what was in my basket this week. And the subject and the topic for this week was actually shopping. So we've sort of covered a lot of it anyway, but I want to take you back to basics, and I want to say to you, remember, you must be a smart shopper. And if you are a newbie, and we have Becky. Hello Becky, I spoke to you on Connect. She's one of my Connectagons on the UK Connect. I was chatting to her. She put up a post saying, help, I'm a newbie. I'm also a student. I can't get to meetings. Can you help me with the diet? I can't get my head round it. And I said, fine, great. Watch tonight's episode. Unfortunately, it was a day late, but watch tonight's episode, because I'm going to go through everything again with you. And I'm going to tell you how to be a smart shopper. Now, the best thing to do with any of this is to plan and track. If you haven't tracked before and you've never done a diet before, do a food diary, use the tracker and track everything. Don't worry about the points. Just see how you eat, because I think knowing yourself is the first key to anything. Then you put down what you like and what you don't like, and you know what foods you like and what foods you don't like. And it's the same as if you were budgeting for your weekly budget, for your monthly budget. If you were doing a household budget, you would say, you know, I've got to pay the rent, I've got to pay the gas, I've got to pay electricity, and you allocate your allowance of money that you get coming in accordingly. It's the same with Weight Watchers. What you do is you have your allocated diet amount each week, each day. So you've got your weeklies and you've got your dailies, and then you budget. You budget yourself, and you got to know yourself. Are you someone like me who gets hungry late at night? Therefore, you need to budget for that later and have a lower deficit during the day. Or are you somebody that actually needs more food to sustain you during the day, which is going to be a higher points, perhaps, that will fill you up? And then work it out. So know yourself, but you won't know that unless you actually physically do a diary. So track everything down first. The next step, while you're in that tracking phase of your diary, I suggest that you go and familiarise yourself with what things are and how much things are. So here is a good one. And you know, I've turned around and said to you before, at the beginning of the year, I wasn't that bothered about this. But I think actually now I have really completely changed my mind. You can buy this in your Weight Watchers meeting. If you're not going to a meeting, you can buy it online as well. It's £5.50 because I looked it up and I wrote it on the back there. And it is the Weight Watchers shop book. Now, whether you're in the UK or whether you're in the United States, you'll have one of these. You'll also have your Eat Out book, which I have here too. And this will tell you how much everything is for whatever it is you buy. And you've got Morrison's in here in the UK. You've got your Lidl. You've got your Iceland, Budgeons, Asda, M&S, Aldi. They're all in there. And you can have a look. This is your Argos catalogue, girls. Have a look. You can physically see what things are and start writing down. I like that. I like that. I don't like that. And pop it in your on a piece of paper, on a sheet. Do a planner and build yourself up just a list of things that you think you're going to eat to boost out your day and to help you budget with your weekly allowance. So that's a good starter for 10 actually. The next thing I think is a really good idea as you're going into the diet. Now this came from the Skinners, the idea. I went to Paper Chase. Hello to the man in Paper Chase at Paddington Station, because I had a good old chat to him. He helped me out and I was talking to him about what I was doing. The Skinnies, they use the index cards. Now, if you can get a box of, I think this was, how much was this? This was £8, this box, with a load of index cards in there and also some dividers. However, I probably will upgrade and get a recipe box, which I've seen on Amazon as well. So I might get one of those. I'll put a link down below. But I mix this up now. I use some washi tape as well, so that I know what's breakfast, what's lunch and what's dinner. Now the Skinnies had this idea, I think it came from their coach. So basically what you can do is you can write down the sorts of meals that you have and do meal planners on these cards, which I thought was an ingenious idea. So here we go, we've got our breakfast. So I've got my bagel thins with Marmite and Flora Proactive. That's 5 smart points. That's if I'm going to do a pointed thing. Usually I have fruit. Here I've got my chicken salad and so chicken breast and mixed salad. That's 2 smart points. Here was one of my favourite Balance for You meals was the superfood Cumberland pie. So that's a whole day there with allocation for later on for toast if I need it, and that's a whole day. So the good thing about these, make up these and you can mix and match them. You could even shuffle them up, and you've got your meals and you can use those to make your meal plans and plan out your week. But it's also really good because you can add it to your shopping list. So if you can look in your pantry, you can look in your fridge to see whether or not you need anything on the list that you don't have, and you can make up your shopping list. I thought that was an ingenious idea, so I nicked that from the Skinnies. I'm going to stick that the link down in below to that video, because they did this amazing thing. They showed their kitchen. It was absolutely brilliant. So the next thing that I came across while I was in Paper Chase was this little baby. Now I thought this was amazing. So this is your weekly planner, and it's got a bit here that you can stick on the fridge. It's magnetised, so you can stick it on the fridge, but it's also got a hole, so if you want to pin it onto the wall, you can do. So basically, this was £8, and you've got your Monday, your Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and your Saturday and your Sunday, and your notes. So you can plan your meals, girls, on this, and you've got your shopping pad there, so you can add anything you want, and you can take that along with you to your supermarkets and go and get your shopping. Really cool. Have a look at that. I'm going to put a link down below if you want to get yourselves one of these, because they are online, so I'll put a link down below and you can get that. I thought that was an ingenious idea. Next week I think we'll do a giveaway, and I've got a spare one of these, so I will may give one away next week. What do you think? So I liked that. The other thing is make your shopping list. Now if you're like me and you forget, this was another one of the Skinnies. They said, oh, what was it they had? They had Alexa. Well, I don't have Alexa, because I found out that the iPad and the Apple phone and the Mac and everything that has Siri on it, Siri can do this as well. So, Siri, can you add toilet paper? Toilet paper? I don't need toilet paper. To my shopping list, please. There we go. See, so it's put it on there, and it will put onto the shopping list. Shall we put something that we can eat now? What do you know? What I think I used toilet paper because of last night. Let's do something that we can eat, shall we? Siri, can you add mini baby bell lights to my shopping list, please? There you go. See, so he has added it to my shopping list. So now Mini Baby Bell's lights are on my shopping list. Where is your shopping list? It's in your reminders on here. But the really cool thing is with that, it will link up. So whether you're in the kitchen with your iPad, whether you're on the bus with your phone, whether you're at your computer, at your Mac, Siri is linked. So it doesn't matter where you are, you can actually add to your shopping list, which I thought was ingenious. So that is it. Make your list, plan out where you're going. Don't forget as well, when you go out, do take your phone with you. And if there's anything new, scan it with the barcode scanner and make sure you know how many points things are and allocate those points. Don't do a Slimming World, do a Weight Watchers, get smarter points and list everything. And you don't have to go to Marks and Spencer, you don't have to go to Sainsbury's, you can go to your local market. And I think that's one of the main key things. I think if you can start all of your meals that you have with your 0 points foods, so your fruits and your vegetables, and bulk out with that, then add all of the nice little things that we all like together on top. Do you know what? You'll probably even be really full. I promise you'll be full. But that is how I would do. That's how I would use my my smart points. That's how I will go shopping, and we can all do it. Let's all go out. Let's all go out shopping. Let's do smarter shopping this week, and let's try something new. Let's try a different way of planning things. So that is smarter shopping, and I have my Leanne Loves this week. And my Leanne Loves is for my mum, and this is from the planning section from the Skinnies. She got this. She's obsessed by the Skinny girls over on the Skinny on Weight Loss. They are getting plugged so much this week, aren't they? My mum bought me some of these. These are the turbo clips. She saw them on your channel when you were doing your your thing about planning and organising your pantry. And yes, she got me 2 packs. I think 4 packs was £20 off of Amazon. I'm going to put the link in the description down there. And she got 2 for herself and 2 for me. Wasn't that lovely? Thank you so much, Mum. They're amazing. They're really, really cool. They're really doody. Look, you can have Doritos if you point them, obviously. And they come off and they airlock the bag. Now, I was working out how on earth do you do it. Now, you put the little bit here, this little bit here, you put that underneath and then it clips on and then it air seals it. Air seals it. That's really ingenious, isn't it? And look, it doesn't fall. So they're not going to open up and they're not, these, I like these. I think these are really, really great. So I'm going to be, and you get lots of different ones. So you've got 3 of the yellow ones, then you get 3 of the red ones, 3 of the blue ones, and you get 1 of the big white ones. And I think they're quite big. Thank you, Mum, for these. Obviously, I've now got two lots of these. And I love them. And I would, if it's, do you know what I like about them? If you want to get something big like this, and you leave it open, it goes stale. It's not going to go stale now. So actually you can allocate, I can allocate my portion control on my new scales. I got some new scales this week, old-fashioned ones, because I was fed up with paying for batteries. So I got some old-fashioned scales and I can allocate my points and I can put them in little bags and I can put the little blue ones on there. So that's really good. So that's what Leanne loves this week. Have a great week, everyone. I'm sorry I've gone over, but I wanted to share with you, obviously, what happened last night. I hope you have a fantastic week. Go outside, do some planning, enjoy yourselves, put up your goals. Let me see what you're getting on and how you're doing. And hopefully, I'll see less of you next week.